Hello, hello. Welcome back. Tonight, I am going to look into Lauren. And while I just put together a quick timeline so that I could visualize it, I'm shuffling right now. And I'm going to do the reading as soon as I finish recording this. But by the time you see it, it'll all be together. But what I want to do is go through the confirmations from the first reading. That's how well, we were right. We did a pretty good job. We were pretty much right on. The confirmations, what we know, the players involved, and Lauren's timeline. So the confirmations are she is an earth sign. Her birthday is January 17th, so she's a Capricorn. Shout out to all the Capricorns. And I got something about paralyzing grief. And the article that I got this information from is in the description box, but it said, the grief is so paralyzing that her parents have stopped doing interviews about Lauren. What we know are our friend Lauren. She was an Indiana college student. Her boyfriend's name is Jesse Wolf. Corey Rossman is a friend of Lauren's. I think they all went to this like church camp or some kind of camp. And Corey Rossman's roommate, Mike Beth. Then Corey and Mike Beth's neighbor's name is Jay. And there's a homeless guy named Road Dog that Annie Elise brought up. It wasn't in the article that I read, but I just want to look into him because I think it's suspicious. He reported seeing something and then mysteriously died a few days later. So the next thing we're going to look at is a timeline. And this is June 3rd, 2011. On that night, I don't know the times, but that's okay for what I'm doing. I just wanted to lay out what her night looked like so I could feel into the energy and see who was with her or what was there. So it started at her apartment in the Smallwood Plaza. She was texting with her boyfriend. She told him she was going to stay home, but then she decided to go out. Yeah, that happens. And it was with unknown friends in the article I read, but she then left Kilroy's bar with Corey Rossman. On the way home, she's hammered, and I think they have a video of her walking home, and she's like really sloppy. She wasn't driving, and she's in college, so it's not a big deal. But what the big deal is that her boyfriend, I think it's his friends, Jesse Wolf's friends, saw Corey, like punched him in the face. Like, what are you doing with her? That's also unconfirmed. They haven't really spoken with police, as far as I know. And if anyone knows any more about this, like, please jump in. The next thing after that fight, they go back to Corey's house. At Corey's house, they're actually seen by the roommate, Matt Beth. And then, dun, 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 Corey says that he saw her walking down the street. That sounds sketch to me. So I'm shuffling right now, and I am going to go do this reading, and I will see you shortly. Thanks. We are going to do a follow-up for Miss Lauren, and I just put together a timeline, all the players involved that I'm going to put in before this. So by the time you get to me, you're already caught up. So that's what we're going to do tonight. I have a feeling, the first thing I want to do is look into this Corey kid. Corey, what's his last name? His last name's not on here, but that's what I want to look into. I've already created sacred space, asked for protection, called in the highest and whitest light for myself and everyone watching. I'll call in the quarters, and in the north, Archangel Gabriel and Raphael. On the west, Kuan Yin and Isis. On the east, the Magdalena clan. And in the south, Archangel Michael. to protect all the sacred space and anyone watching it. I don't really like what I'm seeing already, and that's why I'm kind of like, I don't know. Okay, let's just start. Okay, we're gonna start. These cards just jumped. We have the Hermit, and we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. We're reading on Lauren, not the regular team. So the Hermit, well, here, let me get some more cards. I want to know about Corey. Okay. So, just got underlying energy. Oh, okay. Whoa. Okay. All right. So the underlying energy is the Tower. To me, the Tower is 9/11. Corey's our guy, right off the rip. Okay. So I asked about Corey specifically, and the two cards that jumped, one is the Hermit upright, and one is the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like I'm gonna cry. The Ten of Pentacles. The Star is what we cut the cards with. The reason that I feel like I can confidently say it's him is because Justice is in reverse. I haven't even got down there, but we have the Three of Wands and we have the Two of Pentacles. We did get confirmation that she's an earth sign. She's a Pentacle. She's a Capricorn, just like me. We got the Grief card again. Five of Cups in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune. That's our boy, Ethan. He shows up like that, but I think he's just showing us he might be here to visit. Then we have Justice in reverse, and we have the Three of Swords. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse. We have the Death card. We have the Four of Swords, Queen of Swords, and we have the Five of Pentacles. So what I think this is that this kid, Corey, liked Lauren, and he couldn't have her. I don't think the boyfriend had anything to do with it. I don't really appreciate how sketchy he's been with her family, though. I think that those are some red flags. Her parents hired a private investigator who it didn't really sound like he had that much luck either. The timeline that we made is from one article. And I don't know if the family knows something, I don't know. But what I don't like to see here is, well, the Justice in reverse and the Death card. We also have Four of Swords. That's one of my Death cards. We have the Queen of Swords. The Five of Pentacles. I'm not going to explain what I can see because it wouldn't do any good for anyone. I think the main thing that we can take from this is like send her and her family and this kid Corey and all the kids involved as much love and light as you can. Because you can't hide in the light. There's potential that his conscience might catch up to him. So the most light that you can possibly find in your heart to send it. There are messages for her family on here that like a lot of, she wants you to look at self-forgiveness. Like there was nothing that you could have done different. I'm going to clear these because it answered the questions that I had. There are a few other girls that are missing from that area in a very similar circumstance. I'm going to do some angel cards. She wants to talk to her family, or give them a message. And like, I don't really feel like I'm the right person to say it, but she just wants you to know there was nothing. It was, I don't know. I'll tell you as they come up. So that way, I don't really, okay. I'm going to read these angel cards. She has a message for you guys, and there's literally like, there's really nothing that she could have done different or that you could have done different. Like this was very normal that she went out with this kid. He's like a friend of theirs. He has a dark side though. Yeah. You know what it kind of reminds me of is the Natalie Holloway case. It's like that kind of dark energy. And that's why I think his conscience could catch up to him, and he might confess to something. The cards that she wants you, I don't read these cards in reverse, is white. So source, divinity, enlightenment. Oh, cool. Okay. So she's also sending you love and light and empowerment and perseverance and vitality. She sent you the dandelion. And like, I feel like her energy was stuck here because her family is so understandably grief-stricken that like, and she was very confused, understandable too. So she wants you to know you're going to see her again and that you have the strength and perseverance to do this. And I just am the messenger. So she sent you source, divinity, and enlightenment. That's color white. She sent the color red. That's your root chakra. So that's like anything survival, the fight or flight mode, anytime someone is living in fear, they're living in their root chakra. And this is like passion, survival, passion. But then she sent autumn. I wonder what her favorite colors were, because dandelion, red, and autumn all go together. I wonder if she liked like khaki, browns. Autumn is like, well, all the trees die in the autumn. It's like the earth, well, in the north, like I'm in the northern hemisphere. So the trees like close for the winter. They'll prepare. You also get a harvest in the fall and abundance too. You got the blue is like, can be the blue chakra. That's also like right. It's like where your third eye is. Same with white. These are high chakra energies. Oh, you guys, yeah. You might already be communicating with her. These are all very high chakra. The only one that's low chakra is red, but I think that's because she's trying to explain these colors. She likes red, any autumny, like, it's almost like furry Ugg boots and like a Dunkin' Donuts, like a pumpkins. I don't know if she loved the fall or something. There's something there. And somehow, I don't really know. It's like forgiveness. Forgiving yourselves is really important to her. There was absolutely nothing you could do. You guys were the best parents ever. Like, she was a really easy kid, it seems like, and you guys are awesome parents. There's nothing that she's saying like, oh, I wish I had da-da-da. It wasn't like that. I'll send you guys a bunch of like love and light too. If she connects or comes back, I will definitely post again. I think this was the closure that she needed, though, was like, she felt trapped, not trapped here. It was just like connected, but I think that's what I was getting, or what I would get. I'd definitely look into that Corey kid. Or he might already be in jail. This might be like a deathbed confession or something. It's a lot like the Natalie Holloway case. And they just got some closure. So, with that, thank you, Lauren. I feel like the thing that we got the most was like, it's not her boyfriend, he's a scumbag, but it's not him. I definitely think this Corey kid liked her, and she didn't like him back. It wasn't anything like, but he took it really, personally. His ego got the best of him. I wonder what his family life was like. His dad was a dick, I think. It was like just one more rejection he couldn't handle. I don't know. I also feel like it's some kind of soul path thing. But the one thing that she does want me to tell you is that she fell asleep and it was lights out. There was no suffering. She didn't even feel scared because she fell asleep. And that, I think, is because I know they blamed her for I doubt it. I feel like if someone has that autopsy, there's, what are the date rape drugs called? I don't know what they're called, like when you're actually prescribed them, but I bet that was in her blood. I don't even feel drugs. She might have, and I heard there was some in her bedroom, but I'd also like to see the tests of those. I don't believe it. She's too A-type, I feel. This is all me. I know his parents had a lot of things to say that I think are pretty below the belt. And if you guys are watching, do better. But her parents, you guys are awesome. Like, there's nothing that you need to know there's nothing that you need to feel guilty about at all. And she didn't live through any of the stuff that happened after. She was already, it was all okay. That's what, it was okay for her. So with that, I feel like I'm going to do one more card. I'm going to do just one more because I feel like there's more that she wants to say, but I don't know I don't know if that's what she needed was to shift that energy. The Walrus. Remain vigilant about the current situation. Pay attention to the signs and omens and let them dictate your choices. Yeah, she's going to start coming to you. You're going to start getting messages now. If you felt that she was stagnant, I think that we just shifted the energy for her. So she's like, oh, that's probably why she was sending you the really high chakra, because that's you might have heard your higher self, your intuition. That's what she was sending you. So you're on the right page. So Miss Lauren, thank you. Thank you for coming. Thank you everyone who's here. Oh, welcome. Thank you for coming. With that, I'll leave you. I'm just seeing if there's anything else that would be beneficial for you guys to hear, but I'm not getting anything that would I'm trying to find that kid, Corey. So with that, thank you for coming, and I will love you and leave you and see you next time. See you later. Good night.